Okay, cool. So I've started recording. So to give you, I guess to give you a little bit of a background, Tiff and I met 2 years ago nearly at my first AAC. And obviously in a different upline, and she can explain that a little bit in a minute to sort of give you a bit of her background. And more recently, and we've been in touch, but more recently we connected again because she has been doing a 90-day challenge with Todd Falcone. You would have heard on and off through a lot of Donna Johnson's training. She uses him. And Tiff was looking for an accountability partner, and we connected again and have been catching up every week through that. And a couple of weeks ago, she went through a training with me, and we were talking about things that our businesses and what they look like. And one of the things that she talked about with me was her, and I noticed that she had a very strong PC base more than IC. And so we started sharing, I guess, information around why my IC was stronger than PC and vice versa. And she went through a training with me on what she does in her follow-ups with her follow-ups to ensure that she closes them, if not with the business, then as a PC. And I walked away from the training thinking, wow, that was, for me, as much as it's something that we talk about a great deal, it's something that certainly I haven't trained down with all of you enough. And even a little bit in our business, but for me, it's made a massive difference in the last month with my business. And so this evening, what I wanted Tiffany to do is to share, her story and her background, and then to go through really what she did with me. And I'm certain that at the end of the training this evening, you will be able to go to your one-on-ones after this and your follow-ups with some really key questions. We talk about, and certainly we've discussed, the scale of 1 to 10 and how you feel in the business. But what Tiffany does is focuses a lot more on the product, and it's something that we haven't done a lot. So I'm going to hand it over to Tiff, who's jumped on very last minute because I was thinking about doing this training starting April before I go to GTC, and I thought it was a really good time now. So I'm going to hand it over to you, sweetheart. And you can either go through it yourself if you want to use Michelle as a role player. I'm going to throw her in the spot, seeing as she's on. But I'll basically leave the training to you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Sophie, for inviting me. I've been loving reconnecting with you, and as you know, I think the world of you. So I'm loving to meet your team and share this with your team tonight. It's been a good opportunity to share our skills as well with our coaching that we've been doing and with our accountability, and that's something that I've really valued. So I've been in Arbonne since 2012, and we met 2 years ago at AAC, and then I headed off to GTC as an area in 2013. And that was a pretty amazing experience. We've had some little bumps along the way. So now I'm really at the stage where I'm doing this program again to actually bring in as many people as I can into the next 90 days. And I do use a similar process to you and to Soph, Michelle, in terms of the products. So I do use the full size set of trials, and I love doing a lot of one-on-ones or a couple of people, but absolutely have done and do group sessions as well, because that's a fantastic way to build your QV quickly. So what I did with Soph, and I'm happy to role play this with you, Michelle. Would you like to role play this with me? Maybe if you don't mind, just take yourself off mute.
There we go.
And then we can.
Space.
Lovely. So I'll set the tone. So you're going to be somebody that I've just given a full size set to, and have done the Discover Arbonne presentation, or Is This For You worksheet. So you've explained the business to them, and now I'm meeting up with you. So this will be perfect for when you meet up with your next one-on-one that you mentioned. So you are basically someone that's not going to be interested in the business right now, and but you've had a great experience with the product. So I'll let you weave your own dialogue into that, and we'll take it from here. And I'll just do exactly what I would to convert you into the best possible outcome. So Michelle, thanks so much for meeting with me today. I'm so excited to see you. Appreciate you making the time. I know you've only got 20 minutes, so I won't keep you a minute later than that. So tell me how was your experience? Did you have a favourite product with Arbonne?
I really liked the serum. I thought that was a really lovely product.
Beautiful.
Really
What did you love
enjoyed it.
about it?
I just loved the texture on my skin and the smell, and just thought it was a really nice product to have on. It wasn't too thick, it wasn't too heavy, it was just really light, and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, wonderful. And did you notice anything else in terms of how that made you feel?
My skin definitely feels more nourished after using the RE9, definitely.
That's wonderful. Yeah, it's so hydrating, and actually the serum is one of my favorite products in the anti-aging RE9. So you took the full size set of product, and you've been using that for 3 days now, and so I'm glad. I loved our little check-in points along the way, so that you've been really diligent with using that, which is great. And so I gave you some information about the business opportunity as well. Did you have a chance to have a look through that?
Not really. At the moment, it's probably the businesses. I'm not in the right space for that at the moment.
Okay, beautiful. So that's absolutely fine. And so so you didn't get a chance to sort of look thoroughly through the folder. Was there anything, like, did you have any questions around what you did see in terms of that?
No, not really. I mean, I had a quick flick through, but I've got a lot on at the moment. Don't have a lot of spare time, so I think I'll just stick with what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay. Well, the great thing is, Michelle, that busy people, this business works so well for busy people. I am so busy. I've just taken on an opportunity with running a huge event for 400 people. So I know how it can be just so crazy with being so busy. So we can certainly, look at that if it's not now, in another time. But I still think you'd be so fantastic at this, Michelle, because you've just got such I just look at you and you've just got this lovely smile, and it's just full of warmth. So you're just really easy to talk to. So I think that you could do this really well. So I hope you see it as a compliment that I will keep in touch with you and ask you from time to time. So let's talk a little bit more then about the products. You've obviously really loved the serum. What was the second product your second favourite product?
I like the cleanser as well, and I must admit, even though you told me that I didn't need a lot, I had used natural products before, and I sort of gave myself a good 2, maybe 3 squirts the first time I used the cleanser, and I found I had enough cleanser to probably do half of my body, let alone just my face. So a little does go a long way.
It certainly does. It certainly does. And what did you notice? Because the smoothing facial cleanser is the name of it. What did you notice about how it felt, or what did
I mean, it took all my eye makeup off. It took all my foundation. Like, it took all my makeup off. Like, I didn't feel that I had to scrub really hard. It actually just removed my makeup. It was really good.
Great. That's what I also love about it. I use it to remove my makeup as well, and even if I'm wearing a lot, which isn't often because I don't need to, so I've got great skin now because of Arbonne. But I also use the eye makeup remover, so that's another thing you can you can choose to do, and that helps you to go a little bit further as well. So it sounds like you're really loving the RE9, and your skin really is glowing, which is fantastic. You were talking about having a few concerns with dehydration and wanting to just get rid of the lines and smooth out the skin. So is there anything else that you really loved about your experience with the products?
I think I liked that it was sort of you had the whole steps to go through, sort of like, and even the ease of it being numbered, like step 1 through to step 5, it just made it easy to use. And I mean, I must admit, at first I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do am I going to use all these products? But it was actually quite easy to use them. I sort of went on a lot quicker, and then I just, with the toner being in the spray bottle, I actually just spritzed it. I didn't put it on a cotton pad or anything. I just spritzed it straight on my face. And I found sort of, while I did a couple of other things in the bathroom, that sort of dried, and it was easy.
That's great. That's great. And so, let's make it really easy for you now just to get started with your products then, because it sounds like you love really simple and easy.
Yeah.
So how would you feel about what I'd love to do is, it was basically set you up with, the best option. So if the business isn't for you, let me just ask you, just before we go to the next step, on a scale of 1 to 10, if 1 is, what, I'm more on the product sort of side of things right now. Love the RA9, and I'd love to, to share this with 1 or 2 friends, and just get it started with the best value. And 10 would be loving the business opportunity. I really see how this could be life changing for me, and I'm ready to get started. Where would you be?
I'll probably be at the 1 at the moment, or even a 2, sort of. Excellent. Just with the products at the moment.
That's fantastic. And who would be the person that you're thinking of that you would absolutely love to share this with, in the same way that we've just done with you?
I'd probably share. I've got 1 or 2 girlfriends that I'd probably share it with, but not a huge. I mean, I'm not a real party person, so I don't know if I'd want to do a party or anything. But I might just show them what I've got at home.
Beautiful. And that's beautiful, because I love to just keep it really intimate. What we've done is just really special. So what were the names of those 2 people that you're thinking of?
That would be Hayley and Lisa.
Hayley and Lisa. That's fantastic. Okay, so look, what we can do then is, and when we do catch up with those, with Hayley and Lisa, I'll be able to absolutely hook you up with some, fantastic treats and even more value. So in terms of getting you set up today, so it sounds like you really love the RE9. So I'll show you a couple of options where you can get the best value. You can absolutely pay retail if you want to, but nobody ever does that. So I'd love to set you up and show you how you can be my VIP client, Michelle, and that basically just means that you get the opportunity to have the best discount available, and that is up to 40%. So it's called a preferred client. You get a special little ID, which means that if you're ready and when you're ready, you can go online and do your own orders, and I'll show you how to actually maximize that for yourself. But the first one I'll actually put through for you. It comes directly delivered straight to you wherever it is that you want that to be delivered. And then I basically just keep in touch with you periodically, letting you know the most amazing discounts that we have, which are often, which are coming through quite often. And I'll basically just show you how today we'll be able to get you a free shipping, and also get you a free gift as well with your order, which is fantastic. Right. So you'll be able to do that. And then with the terms of the membership, it's just $39, and then you only pay that once. So then in 12 months' time, so you get your membership for 12 months, 20% to 40% off everything. And then in 12 months, I'm going to show you how we can waive that for you. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
So the options that we've got, so I've got that flyer which I just went through with you. So I'm just going to give you a copy of this that you can take with you. And then the options I've got here just on this laminate, which I'll talk through with you. We've got two really great options. So with the RE9 set, I can actually give this to you for 40% off. So that is the absolute very best. So it's and it's also versatile. So you've tried you've actually had a look at the restorative eye cream, and then there is another one. So it's still customizable that you can choose. So it comes with a full RE9 set, and with the eye cream, would you prefer the one that you tried, or did you like the sound of a little bit more lift, a lift and contour for the eye cream?
Probably a little bit more lift. So is that the difference in the 2 eye creams?
It is. So the corrective eye cream you've got, that's really great for the dark circles, fine lines, and if you've got any after a late night. And the other one is actually, it's in a little tiny tub, little blue tub. So that one you can take out with a little spatula just so that it lasts longer. And that one is, it's really, I can notice for myself that I get that lifting around the eye area. So if I've got event, I'll wear that. Because I have lots of products, I actually do like to use both. So I use the corrective day and the other one at night time. And if that's something you want to do, you can just add that on as well. Okay. So which one would you like to go for?
I think I'd like to try the lifting one.
Lifting one, beautiful.
Yeah.
And then in terms of day cream, you've actually tried the 2 day creams. So we've got the one that's the normal and then the extra moisture day cream. And of course, as I mentioned before, we also have one that doesn't have any SPF in it.
I like having the SPF in it, and I think I'll go with the normal SPF.
That's my favorite. It's beautiful, isn't it? So that they're the 2 options there. So basically, the whole value of this is decreased by 40%, and you also get our beautiful Genius pads. So this is these are from our Intelligent range. Did you see Did you see that in the catalogue when you had a look through?
I did. I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering. And there was also some other device or something with them. Or near them.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So, absolutely. So with the Genius pads, it's in our Intelligence range, and what it is, it's a bottle with a solution, and you pour that all onto the pads, and you basically just take one of those pads before you start your regime from the toner. So you cleanse your face, and then you use that pad. What it does, it resurfaces out the skin, and smooths the skin. And it really just accelerates the RE9, the results that you're going to get. So with that, I'll give you a call in a couple of weeks when you get that and actually explain that to you. So you don't need to worry too much about that now, but it's a very, very powerful product. So that whole set is usually $673. So you're going to get that for 40% discount, which comes down to $403.80. So that's a huge saving. So that's nearly $200 of saving. And then all we do then is just add your 39 to it, and then you get that free shipping as well. So how does that sound to you?
That sounds great.
Now, yeah. Okay. So then that's your RE9 set. So that's this one here. And then with the Genius Ultra that you've just asked me about, now that is an incredible product. So that's using ultrasound waves to actually help push the product into the skin. So if you were interested in that, you can buy that on top, so you can add that on, and I believe that's still $141 to add on. Is that something you'd like to try now in terms of that's also going to accelerate the results with your RE9?
I think I might leave that for now, but I'll get the RE9 set definitely. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So what I'll do, I'll just pop a note here, Michelle. I've got one that I can even just bring over because I only have one for myself and one. It is pretty much constantly rotated, so I'd love to just come over and I can actually show you once you get your RE9, and then we can show you how that actually works. So it has a full as well. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll touch base with you in probably 8 or 9 days just to make sure you've got your products. So we'll pop this through. So we'll work out the total, and then what you'll do is you'll get an email once I've put the order through for you, Michelle, and then roughly between 3 to 5 working days that should come out. Because it's at the beginning of the month now, you should get that pretty quickly. And then just send me a text when you get that, and then we can make sure you've got everything in your. So then I would then basically set them up, show them the discount again, and also go through the free gift list and let them try, or let them the free gift. Based on the other things that I know about them, I might recommend something from the nutrition range or something from the Rescue and Renew, because that's a beautiful set that it's, just taking it to the next level, and that would be a nice lead in after, once they've settled into the RE9, that you can then add on and talk them through that or let them try some of those products. Yeah, so that's how I would do that. How did you find that?
That was really good. Yeah, no, really, I was a bit nervous. It was like, but no, it was really lots of little nuggets in there. It's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, Tiffany. It's one of the things that struck me with what Tiffany's doing is that she's pre-closing the whole way through, saying, now with the eye cream you had this, but would you prefer this? Making the assumption that you're already going to make that sale. And I think that's something that we often forget is, just pre-closing and testing them the whole way through. explaining you're going to get this, you're going to get your ID. I'll follow up with you to check, so you've already set the process up so that they're drawn in to be going, okay, great. Which, is just they're such simple sales processes, but they're done so nicely without being really pushy.
And even the whole, I'll put your first order through, but then I will show you how to do your next order. But I'm terrible for the showing how to do the next order. Next thing, I'm just putting everyone's orders through.
And I think that's a big key that you'd mentioned, Tiffany, also, is that if you start to let them do their own orders, what happens is they look around and start to see other things because they don't know what they don't know.
And that's exactly how I started. I was a preferred client, and I had tried an eye cream years ago, and then wasn't followed up. Had met a few people, wasn't really followed up, and then I bit the bullet and was at the point in my life where I wanted to try everything because I wanted to be more healthy and use more pure products. And that's when then my consultant started to follow up with me to make me aware of how I could get 80% off, how I could get the best deals. And that was long before they ever did these surprise and delights. So we have something happening every month where we can reach out to people. So I had a preferred client last month, and she's just figured it all out, jumped online before I could actually explain it to her. But because I've set her through that stage, and she knows how it's happening and what the ID's for, she's got the password. It sounds simple, so she's just gone online and actually done it for herself, which has been great. Yeah.
Michelle, have you got any other questions for Tiffany?
Just with, do you actually sit there and show them how to do an order, or do you just send them their ID, their login and their password and the link to your website and let them look at it that way? Or how do you actually do that?
So when I was sitting with them to put their order through, I'll let them know they will receive an email with their login and their password. So that's what Arbonne sent them. So when I set them up, I'll often set up a password that's the same every time, because then I know if they didn't get the email or got the password, then I know what it is. Because I can order for them if they need to, but obviously preferably set them up. So the way I do that is I will basically check in with them, make sure they've received the email. Then I say, okay, great. So do me a favor, pop your ID and your password when you get it in your mobile phone. You can put it under my name, put it under Arbonne, just so that it's there, it's in your notes, it's in your phone as a contact, so that you've always got it wherever you are. And then it's easy to do over the phone. I don't need to catch up with them, but I can talk them through it over the phone.
Okay.
Yeah. And just show them
Awesome.
order and show them how they can get the best value, show them how to do an ASVP, or show them how to get their free shipping and their free gift each time.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I think just for all of our team, it's really useful to see that side of it. So thank you so much for jumping on so late. Thanks, Michelle, for jumping on, and I've recorded it for everybody else as well.
Right.
I'll keep on and chat to you, Tiff. Okay, my sweet. Thanks, gorgeous. Bye, guys.